morning, and welcome to USPS Changes, March 2009 Updated Edition. Welcome back to our Printco webinar series designed to increase your knowledge in various subjects all pertaining to some phase of printing. While it has been a few months since our last webinar, we feel this tool provides a great value and is well worth your time and ours. My name is Joey Wenzel, and I will be your host for today's webinar. Today we'll be talking about the cause, the primary reason for the changes that have taken place so far. And that primary cause is UAA, undeliverable as addressed mail. We will also recognize the first steps taken by the Postal Service to create accurate addressing, ultimately to ensure delivery of your mail piece. CAS, Coding Accuracy Support System. The implementation, solutions, your part, effect, and finally, how Printco can help make your life easier. Phase 1, awareness. Undeliverable as addressed mail brought the need to make change. Vast numbers of mail that was addressed and never delivered concerned the post office. Their goal is to eliminate this very costly UAA mail piece. Phase 2, the implementation phase, became mandatory on November 23, 2008. If any mailing receives reduced postage, it must comply with the USPS regulations on address verification. The United States Postal Service plan is to eliminate all mail that is undeliverable as addressed. To this end, USPS is stressing the importance of address hygiene, cleansing of your house database on a regular basis. When was the last time you did a thorough address updating on your mailing list? If you or your customers have been putting it off, now be even more concerned. Lists must be clean and accurate if any discount postage is to be allowed. The postal system's changes now affect delivery and cost by charging substantially more for pieces in noncompliance and not allowing any barcode to be added to a piece that is not passed through a delivery point validation program, DPV. No barcode means higher postage. This requirement actually will save you printing and postage costs on pieces that may be addressed to vacant lots and the like. This key feature cannot be overstated. You will pay more for mail pieces not meeting the address quality the post office has determined. Your options are basically clean up your list prior to mailing or risk paying the higher price and having your piece tossed in the garbage. UAA, undeliverable mail, is targeted for extinction. CAS certification is an integral part of any mailing service. This software was designed to qualify mailings for automation or any reduced rates. This software depends on the national directories for data based on USPS data and range validation. Reports for the post office are generated based on the CAS program. This was solely sufficient if a primary number and an address fell in a valid range, the post office would attempt to deliver. August of 2007 brought the change that we needed further verification. CAS is still necessary, but only as a part of the whole. Enter Move Update. November 23, 2008, the Move Update requirement was implemented. This is a periodic matching of your address records with the official USPS change of address orders. Along with this implementation came some new guidelines. For example, how often your list must be updated was changed. Formerly 185 days down to less than 95. Coverage extended to all standard mail, automation rate, and pre-sort first class rate. It does exclude any mailing addressed to occupant. To meet Move Update standards, a mailer must mail at least one card or letter with an approved service endorsement within 95 days of reusing that address. Here are some address service endorsements that are available that do meet USPS requirements. Each service handles the address correction a bit differently, and each may or may not charge for the service based on the level of mailing used to send the piece out. First class, pre-sorted first class, pre-sort standard, for-profit or non-profit. This address correction format must be used to mail a piece at minimum 95 days before any reuse of those addresses. For example, if you do in-house mailings every month and use one of the service endorsements, you are in compliance. If you make any changes received as a result of any mailing. If you use the service endorsement every second month, you are in compliance. If you use the service endorsement every third month, you are in compliance. But the fourth month, you must use the service endorsement again. Additionally, the Post Office recommends you retain all correction records up to 2 years. National Change of Address, NCOA, is another option and may prove more proactive to you, the mailer. This service is available on any address change made and requested to the Post Office on record up to 48 months and run on your list prior to mailing. That means the number of pieces being mailed by you will more than likely reach the person you are mailing it to. Any addresses corrected will be changed automatically for that mailing. The changes are then sent to your customer for their record updating. Bottom line, that spells out more responses to your campaign, more potential income, more business generated. Costs vary by vendor and by services offered. There are some vendors that offer only a few months move updating to the full 48-month move update maximum. Printco offers the full 48-month move update service. While move update requires a specific address with a specific name, the overall goal of move update is getting rid of bad addresses, even disposing of them when necessary. Action requirement is making sure you update your house list when you do receive an address correction. This is a must. The Postal Service has penalties in place. On a pre-sort first-class mailing, if non-compliance is found in any of the pieces, the entire mailing can be charged the full first-class mail price. Your discount will be denied after the fact, so you get a bill payable on receipt. If it is a pre-sort standard mailing, a surcharge will be billed on the entire mailing. This applies to either for-profit or non-profit. Our job at Printco is to make sure you do not ever receive a bill on a mailing you already paid postage on. As a review, something you deal with daily, or someone in your office does, is first-class mail. While the letter, flat, and parcel are not new, their definition was changed August of 2007. If you have a letter that weighs less than 3.5 ounces and is a half an inch thick, it's now a flat and will require the postage applicable to a flat. Remember, it's still the size of a letter, but now the thickness has moved it into the flat category. Watch your envelope sizes as well. A former flat that, even though it is envelope shaped and weighs 2 ounces, will still be a flat. But if you add bulk and it goes over the 3/4 inch thickness, now it's a parcel. The Post Office bases all classes on how they move through the postal system. Those pieces that can be streamlined will get breaks, while those needing special equipment or hand sorting will be priced higher. Shape matters with your flats as well. The maximum weight is still 13 ounces. What changed are the length and height dimensions. Note also that any flat that is not flexible, not rectangular, or not uniform in thickness is categorized as a parcel and subject to parcel rate scales. These specs are a review from the last major changes to the postal regulations in August of 2007. Shape is a very important concept for you to grasp. The shape is important to the post office because the cost of handling each mail shape, letters, flats, and packages, varies widely. Shape is important to you because it affects how you design your future mailing projects and daily mail. An example we ran into recently was a mailer asking for an envelope specifically to be 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. This is categorized as a flat and will pay flat pricing, nearly double letter rates. If they could redo their design just a bit, their piece can mail as a letter. 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 is a letter rate. 5 by 7 is a letter rate. 6 by 9 is a letter rate. Planning can save lots of pain in the price of mailing postage costs. Printco will make suggestions to help you make informed decisions. It will be you and your customer making the final choices. In an attempt to minimize your address waste, Printco can provide you with the paperwork necessary to you to look up customers with non-validated addresses. Remember, these addresses are the ones that will be tossed by the post office, probably at the city of origin with no notification to you. If you want to continue mailing to those businesses or customers, clean up the list by a couple of means. Take the reports generated and call those customers for new information, or send a mailing out with an endorsement that will return to you the corrected address. Have us run your list through NCOA, National Change of Address, for the most up-to-date addresses for folks that have moved and have notified the post office. Seriously consider deleting all non-validated addresses. These are the pieces that will cost you for printing, postage, and handling and generate nothing. Let Printco help achieve your goal. With our expertise, we can work with your list, or we can get a list based on your customer's needs. Our list sources have proven they are accurate and reliable. Our experts in prepress can help you with design and layout, supply graphics if necessary, and even create copy. Our printers will produce the look your client is after. Mailing services will follow your project from inception to completion, providing the list processing paperwork required to get you the lowest postage allowed. Printco's standard mail postage permit is available at no charge to you, to delivering to the post office. One more added dimension. Effective March 29th, you will be required to address any flat in the upper 1/2 of the piece. The addressing can read vertically left or right facing, or horizontally right side up, but not upside down. This will apply to any flat mail piece receiving postage discounts. FYI, May 11th, 2009, postage rates will once again change. Postage for first-class letters will change from 42 cents to 44 cents. Postage for first-class postcards will change from 27 cents to 28 cents. New rate charts for mailing pre-sort first-class letters or flats and pre-sort standard letters or flats, including non-profit rates, is now available. If you would like one or a couple, just note on your survey. To review, list cleansing is a requirement effective November 23, 2008. Correcting your database will keep your mailing costs down. Cost of printing, postage, and processing. Watch the shape of your mail pieces, height, weight, thickness, and flexibility. Consider changing mailing processes to take advantage of changes. March 29, 2009, May 11, 2009, important dates to remember.